Good now. Good now, Pam. Cool beans. Who else is here? KD. I love it. My tuxedo cat. Well, not mine, but good now. Miss Susie. Judy, good now. From Northern California. Love it. Okay, early bird. Sophie, look at that baby. Those fur baby pictures just get me. Good now, Linda. Who else has popped in? YR, good now, love. Who else? Lori, good now. Good now. Hi there, just waking tired. Well, take it easy. Good now, Rhonda. Robin says, hello, harmonious humans. I love it. Good now, Nicole and all. Love it, love it. So creative. Rhonda, did you take that picture? I love it. Good now, Karen Q. That's beautiful. Pam, you see Rhonda's, is that an eagle, hawk? What is it? It's pretty. Falcon, I think. I don't know. Pam probably would know. Good now, Justin. Good now, Beth. Welcome in. Good now, Helen. Can y'all hear me okay? I do. It's beautiful. There's Merlin ID that she can, yeah. It was humongous, I'm sure. All right. The fact that y'all are responding to me makes me think that you can hear me okay. Okay, let's get started. That's true. Is this class 2? It's number 2. I mean, I would say part 2 because the challenge has been, going on since Monday. Oh, thank you. Good now, Jamie. Yep, so this is day 6 of the challenge, part 2, checking in, pretty much midway. So I want to know how everyone's doing. Actually, let's ground first. Let's settle in, get cozy, comfy, as Susie says I look. Let's take a couple deep breaths and just get present. Are you seated? Notice what's under your sit bones, under your tootsies. Good now, Belinda. It is a phenomenal photo. All right. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're just joining, good now, Helen, for the first time, we are on day 6 of a 10-day challenge. You can watch the replay on the tube of you and for the first day and get kind of a background, but basically we are doing a 10-day brain health boost challenge, and it's nutrition based, foods that support the brain, which is your CEO of your body. So it's really, really important to have habits or things in place that support that. Because as you know, when you have brain fog or when you're tired, like life is just feels like trudging up a hill with weights. So Justin says, struggling a wee bit, the chips they call to me. But for dinner or meals, those are going well. Excellent, excellent. 10 days, Justin, 10 days. You're almost done. You look forward to the replay on the tube of you and have a peaceful weekend. You too, enjoy teaching. Good now, Debbie and Moonshadow. I have an adopted llama, y'all. Her name is Moonshadow. She doesn't know she's adopted, but Debbie does, so that's all that matters. Oh my goodness, so pretty. So today we're just checking in mid-challenge. Just see how things are going. See how you're feeling, if you've noticed a difference in how you're feeling, how your sleep has been going, all of that. So good now, Stephanie. Good now, Paul. So let me know if you could just think of one word compared to how you were feeling before you started the challenge and then right now, halfway through. How are you feeling? More active? Nice. I love it. So you feel like you have more energy. Marielle, good now, love. It's possible that some may feel more tired or more clear, more awake. I love it. Have y'all just been, how many days in so far? This is day 6. Have you been just using foods from the grocery list, or did you buy the cookbook? How have y'all been following? What has been what has changed from your routine? Good now, Donna. Just checking in with folks for now, how everyone is feeling. Could be a little emotional because, you know, sugar, if you're going directly from the grocery list, then you're not eating sugar, you're not having caffeine. How many? It's a 10-day, quick 10-day challenge. You've been a little tired? Yeah. What did you remove, Susie, from your normal routine? Or what did you add? And I'd be interested to know how the sleep has been. But yeah, KD, we had the kickoff last Saturday, and then that was to give people time to shop, clear out their pantry of the tempting stuff, and then it started on Monday. So this is day 6. I just want to check in, see what resistance there might be, what we can celebrate. Audrina, finally got into your session. I keep coming in every day, but your sessions are always on done. Well, I'm glad you're here, love. Donna says, good now, everyone. Decreased sweets, still not there with completely cutting it off. Busy work week becomes an excuse for not good food choices. Good to know. When I was going through Eric Edmead's Wild Fit training program, or it was a 12-week program, he would say, are you treating yourself well or not so well? Those are not his exact words, but like, you know how we'll say we'll get a cookie to treat ourselves? He's like, are you really treating yourself? That's what the message behind how he was saying it. It's like, is that really a treat or is it not? Like, it's, especially when you know what it's doing to your brain and to your body. It's like, is that a treat? I feel like maybe a piece of fruit would be more of a treat. So kind of revisiting our perspective, because the industry has done a great job in having us buy into the idea that cookies and cupcakes and cakes are treats for good. So Linda says, trying to stay away from processed food binges, added in more protein. My sleep has returned to waking in mid of the night, but I've been eating my last meal later. Got it. Okay. Is it possible to eat your last meal a little earlier? And how has it been with removing the processed meats? I'm glad you've looked into that. That's a big thing. Katie says, got it. Last Saturday had to leave, was distracted. Trying again today. No worries. That's why it's recorded. Keep it simple. Susie says, I've added a ton of fruit though. Missed healthy foods like oranges. Yeah. Good. I know some were like the sweets, if they have a sweet tooth, that would be a bit of a challenge for them. And so I suggested increase sugar and water. Of course, it's not as sweet as the sweets but eventually your body will shift out of that craving for the artificial sweets. Justin says, I don't talk myself out of doing things I enjoy, but I will say, like, I do follow the list. I still go outside, if to a degree with sandwiches, or go outside of it to a degree with sandwiches, but diet has been a ton of fruit to make up for the sandwiches. Got you. Thank you for sharing. I do want to, let me put this to you for consideration, you as in everyone listening in. Making up for, so you know how the industry is like, you can eat junk and then work out to work it off. Well, your cells are built by what you consume. So as what you consume, your body uses that to make new stuff in your body, and also help with brain health. So even if you consume something healthier after consuming something not so healthy, it's already there and doing what it does after you've consumed it. So just something to consider when you're like, I'll eat this, but I'll make it up. Blah, blah, blah. It's already in the system. It doesn't neutralize it to that degree. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself with certain things. I'm just saying being mindful of what you're consuming and how it treats your body. Let me see. Audrina says, I had this really bad cold that I had during the end of the 2-week winter break. So yeah, and my cough has been waking me up, so I've not been getting good sleep lately. Yeah, well, hopefully it's gotten better and you are able to get good sleep going forward. Katie says, confession, totally a gigantic ton of sugar this past week. Emotional snacking because all the things. It's okay. There's no judgment. It's awareness, right? You can't change what you're not aware of. When you become more aware, you're empowered to shift. You're more empowered to have a more conscious choice. And baby steps, right? Don't try to do too much at one time. Karen says, I'm a little lost, but I stay away from processed sugars and only do refined dates, unsulfured dried fruits, raw nuts, etc. Let's see. I try to eat as clean as I can. I've been vegan for 11 years, eat a lot of whole foods, legumes, etc. If I'm craving chocolate, I make my own vegan chocolate. It sounds delicious. I struggle with hormonal acne, which I need to address. You know what? I'm curious about that. Have you gotten like some blood work done, Karen Q, with your doc to see like what's out of balance as far as that goes, the hormonal acne? I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on hormones, not yet. But I am curious about what the metaphysical book says about adult acne. But I'm not going to overwhelm y'all with that right now. It's interesting. I'm just curious. I'll share it a little later if we have time. It is many, many years I ate my main meal around 2 p.m. Light something maybe as late as 6 p.m. I really basically eat healthy foods, but probably need to add a bit more protein in my diet. I'm pretty much a fresh fruit, fresh veggie girl. Love it. Love it. What makes you say you need more protein, Linda? Just out of curiosity. Is it to maintain muscle or help with satiety? You've been taking this really bad medicine called, it's okay, just get better. Audrina. Jamie says, I cleaned up my diet many years ago and it made a huge difference. Eating more raw veggies was a game changer. As time passed, I craved them more and more. It surprised me. Yeah, it does, because your body's like, ooh, nutrients. Yes, please. You're actually eating something with a lot more nutrient-dense foods. So it'll crave that, but it's not like the same kind of craving as when you eat something sweet and your body's like, I need more. Like when you have a less healthy diet, your body's craving more because it's not getting the nutrients. It's not because you're necessarily still hungry. It's just like, okay, I see that we ate, but that's not the nutrients I was looking for. Get more, eat more, eat more. So in case you're curious, like what's going on in the body. I did last year, but I think I need to go back as it's come out of nowhere. No, it's okay. You're good. You never need to apologize, Karen. I'll look at the metaphysical book a little bit later after we've gone through everything we could talk about today, because I'm curious, because there is something in here about adult acne. All right. Thank you all for sharing your experience so far. Snowstorm, avalanche warnings, wind and ice warnings. Oh my goodness. You want your comfort foods. I want cheese and homemade soup. I get that, Helen. Make some homemade soup. It's good to recognize what brings on like the desire for certain food. For me, when I feel a little bit overwhelmed or stressed, I want spaghetti. That's my comfort food. And I know that comes from my mom making spaghetti when I was younger. But being aware means you don't get tricked by your own body. Faith says, the first day I was hungry, but I got into a rhythm. Definitely had more energy, didn't crave as many chips, and slept better. I love that. Isn't it just a slight shift? It's only been 6 days. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Yes, muscle mass indeed decreases with age. Yep. Also for satiety. Good. Yeah, I figured, but I was just curious. What if I crave vegan food at a restaurant like at Everlasting Life? What exactly is your question, Justin? Are you asking if that's okay, or you've not been eating? Audrina says she hasn't been eating much. She's lost a chunk of hair. Sounds like you are stressed. I hope you've gone to the doctor for that, because that is not normal. Their body is trying to tell you something. Jamie says, eating foods that are nutrient dense is the main guideline I follow. Yes. Justin, I would ask, just so that you can think through this, because I won't always be here. What makes you ask that? Because in my opinion, if you have to ask, that's probably a no. Is it aligned with what the food guidelines are? And I get it, because I'm not like follow a strict diet type thing, but if it's not aligned with the current program, then I would say no. Because not all vegan food, like I mentioned before, what's vegan? Anything not involving animals is vegan. So not all, like candy is vegan. Some candies without milk chocolate. Candy is vegan. So it's just being really cognizant of what you're putting into your body. And sometimes with some restaurants, you don't know how they're preparing it. It could be oils that are not great for you. Even if it's veggies, like I've gotten veggies before from a restaurant and I'm like, what did y'all do to these poor vegetables? They're like so overcooked. They're overcooked. And you don't know, again, what type of oils, unless you can specify, can you make sure you make this in this type of oil? You really don't know. That said, if the majority of your meals that you consume are something you have control over, and every now and then you go out to a restaurant, it's not going to kill you. But just be mindful. You love eating and cooking gut-friendly foods. I do love being regular. Yes. I love it. Do you have recipes, Karen, you can share in the... I don't know if you joined the stack of sub. But I have a chat going in there sharing like how we're doing with the challenge and everything. Jamie says, I'm quite physically active at work, so a high protein diet works really well for me. I love it. Good, good. Exactly. I prefer to prepare my own food as the oils and salt is worrying. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of places use a lot of salt to cover up, to mask some things. So it's just being really, really mindful. Adrena, there is a journal that I created that has like the grocery list you can shop from. The point is to only consume items from that grocery list, the pantry list, the fridge list for 10 days, and just track how you're doing. Like, what's your water intake like, what's your energy level, what's your sleep, and set your intentions for the day. So that journal is helpful. It's not necessary, but it's helpful. But if you go to my channel, you can see the replay of the first day, and that's where we cover everything and how the challenge works. But it's only 10 days. So you can see how you can feel in such a short period of time. Bought Scottish oats yesterday to get back on track. I love it. You're so welcome. Yep. All right. I'm celebrating y'all. I love it. I love that a lot of you are already implemented some of the things, and you're still like, I'll try it. See how this goes. For me, it's taken a lot of like, it's easy to decide from a short list of like things, decide what to cook and what to shop for, as opposed to like, we go in the grocery store and there's like 800 forms of this, that, and the other, and it's like, that's too much to think about. So keeping it condensed has been helpful for me. Who was that? Susie, you were saying you were a little bit more tired. Did you remove caffeine? Were you a caffeine drinker? Like that, I kind of want to see what that's about. And also, I'm curious to see what, if any, what emotions have come up as you've, if you're following just the foods that are on the list, like what emotions have come up. Because there were a couple of times I wanted to get things that are off the list, and I'm like, if I do this, I'm going to be annoyed with myself. So I would love to know how you thought through preventing yourself from getting things you didn't want, or what you were thinking if you did get things that were not on the list. Like, where was your mindset? How did you respond to yourself with that? Is there a list of the things you can show on screen? Yeah. Yep. So this is the journal I created. And it has the grocery list. And you can there's a link on my profile where you can get this. It's $11.11. But this is the grocery list. It tells you how to use the guide, how to stock your fridge, how to stock your pantry, and then every day has where you can set your intention, see how you're feeling, track your water, and then you have a place where you can write, this is what I'm going to eat for these particular meals. And then at the end of the day, you can do quick reflection. So that is, and it goes for all 10 days. Track your mood, track your energy. Understood. So yeah, that is not required, but it's helpful. So you don't have to try to remember everything. Who has popped in here? Good now, Kate. I saw some other bubbles. Yarira, good now, love. So, has anyone noticed, I know Faith says, but has anyone else noticed a lessening of cravings for something, or more craving of something? Just want to walk through, like, the awareness is the key. Like, this is the curiosity, the awareness, the shift, if you so choose. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. I appreciate it. What are your thoughts? What have you been experiencing? Who else has popped in? Sophie, I love that. Ren, good now, love. I appreciate the hearts. So cute the way they pop out. Nothing? Didn't notice anything? Is there anything that feels easier or easier to stick to? Yarita says, I was able to try the Cocoa June yogurt and I loved it for breakfast with strawberries, chia, cacao nuts. That sounds so good. I kept meals very, very simple with the ingredients and it was nice, right? I'm still struggling with my water intakes and craving for sweets in the afternoon. No worries. I love that you were able, right? Keeping it simple. That was like, when with foods, if we make it too complicated, we're not going. It's too hard to change it, right? So keeping it simple. The Cocoa June yogurt is so good, and I would say try increasing your fruits more, and it's okay. The water is not my strong point either. Like I have water here right now, so let's all take a sip of water. It's the awareness that matters. So celebrate you. That's a good job. See, Faith says, not suggesting for anyone, but I'm leaving out the snack and doing an intermittent meal spacing at least 4 hours between. It seems to work for me. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Of course, these are all suggestions. They're not requirements. I don't like to make things like you have to follow this way because everybody is different. Their days look different. Only thing I ask is keep it simple. Keep it simple and something that you would be more likely to do. And just the only strict piece would be like if you can just follow the grocery list, stay within that. That would be the only strict piece, just for the 10 days. And then you get to, at the end, you get to see like, this is what I want to keep doing. This is what I don't want to keep doing. And that. The craving only comes when I'm trying to figure out what to have late at night, but I think that has more to do with boredom, if anything. But I did look at DoorDash for a minute before heading upstairs and cooking salmon with vegetables. I love it. Oh yeah, that's the other part. Don't allow yourself to get hungry. Whatever you do, don't allow yourself to get hungry. So if you can space the meals in a way that you stay comfortable and content, then you're less likely to just grab some random snack. So that is another big thing. Huge cravings for homemade coleslaw swapped in olive oils instead of mayo. Nice. How did that turn out? I've never had coleslaw with olive oil. Wow. I don't know what the ingredients look like, Katie. If you're in the stack of sub, you can send a picture of the ingredients and I can offer some suggestions. Water intake has definitely been a struggle and I drink lots of water. It seems it's not enough. I had been eating yogurt with granola. I left out the granola and added fruit and almonds. Game changer. Love it. Eggs plus oil. What kind of oil, Katie? It's probably okay. Olive oil. Okay. As long as the olive oil wasn't heated, you should be okay, because some olive oils are not designed to be heated up. They can become rancid even if you don't notice it. How much water would you recommend drinking? Some days I drink a lot, but I don't get enough. Then I eat cucumbers and watermelon. So thank you for bringing that up, Karen. The idea is to drink at least half your body weight in water, or consume at least half your body weight in water. With fruits, you are also, that counts. So the water from the fruits, I don't know how you measure the water from the fruits, but consuming fruits that are like really heavy water content along with water that counts. You marinated the coleslaw in lemon juice first and added an apple. That sounds so good, Helen. Love the the stack of soap. Yeah. That does sound good. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome, awesome. This is so fun. So I need to drink 80 ounces of water. Got it. At least. And if you are working out and you find yourself sweating a lot, you would need to drink a little bit more than half your body weight in water. But if you're not super, super active or sweating a lot, then half should be good. What type of healthy snack do you recommend? I would say fruits, nuts, hummus with veggies. Those are good snacks. Water rule example, 155 pounds, I drink 77 ounces per day, more if I work out. Thank you, Donna. Yep. Homemade. Oh, okay. Then yes, Katie. I thought that was a brand. I love it. Have also swapped chomping on ribs of celery instead of chips. Love it. Yeah, I remember, what did you share in the beginning? It was what did you share? I was like, that's so cool that you tried. Do you remember, Helen? Let me see. Just tried something. I was like, that is so cool, Helen. Let me save you. Okay, let me see. Jamie says, when I cut out most processed foods, I didn't realize how much salt I cut out. Yes, I was low in sodium and was not absorbing water. I added more healthy salt back into it and it balanced out my water absorption. Thank you, Jamie. That's another piece. If you're drinking a lot of water and you still feel dehydrated, you probably need to add some electrolytes of some sort. Himalayan salt, sea salt would be helpful. Yeah, thank you, Jamie, for pointing that out too. You read somewhere that it's good to add Celtic sea salt to water. What do you think? Yeah. Add some type of, just not the plain white table salt, because that's been stripped of nutrients. But yeah. Last week I had avocado dip instead of sour cream, and I had ginger with melon. That sounds so good. Ginger with melon. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember what. Yeah, that's right. You had the mashed avocado with sliced apple. I was like, that sounds amazing. Yeah, the pink salt, that's the Himalayan salt. That's definitely better than the regular table salt. Celtic gray salt is my favorite. I love that, Jamie. I've not tried that. So how are y'all feeling about your consistency, simplicity? Like, has this been simple to follow and be consistent with? What are your thoughts on how this has been set up? Yes, I agree, Karen. Celery is an in season here. Is in season, it's delicious. Pink Himalayan salt right behind it. Yeah, yes. Is there anything that has it's just another form of salt. I don't know if it's local, but if you got pink salt, that works, Audrina. Do you feel like, just ones who've been going through this, do you feel like you're more aware of some of the things that, I think y'all have kind of said it, but more aware of some of the things that have been like not helpful that you were doing before that you would like to shift out of? I know, Helen, right? I was so tempted to, because I eat pizza without cheese, but I'm like, I know that's not in the menu. I wanted to eat a pizza yesterday. Instead, I cooked what I shared in the group was the quinoa, the mushrooms, the green beans, and broccoli, which was delicious and did not take much to fill me up. Bread, sauce, and a lot of veggies. I get a whole bunch of extra spinach, green peppers, mushrooms. Yeah, it's basically a flatbread with a bunch of veggies and sauce on it. I don't know if it's a habit or a craving. That would be interesting to observe and explore, right? I would say if there is an emotional tie to wanting it, then it's more of a craving. Habits usually are like, we have pizza every Thursday, so this is the day that we have pizza. That's like more of a habit. I like it. It stopped me from ordering out. I've been cooking more, which is good. It is good. Mushrooms are so filling. I found out. Just join. Where's the list? Oh, hi. Good now, Annie. Mushrooms, I eat a lot during the winter. It's more of a habit. Okay, Helen. So in my profile, Annie, I created a journal. You can get the link. There's a link in my profile to the journal, and it gives you a list of groceries. This is your grocery list, and then the pantry and fridge with the stock. But yeah, that's where the goal is for 10 days to just only eat from these 3 pages. What's in the pantry, what's in the fridge, you're so welcome, and what's on the grocery list. And so we're in day 6, but the replay of day 1 is on the Tube of You. I have a channel. I'm Antara Mastery everywhere. So, or Nicole Batiste. You can check out the replay there. And this replay will be on there as well. Because I'm actually live right now on there as well. As far as the journaling goes, as you're reflecting on things you've noticed, things that have come into your awareness, the idea is to be fully honest with yourself. Even if you don't want to admit some things about yourself, being fully honest helps you decide, have more an informed decision on what you want to shift, if anything. Yeah, it says, same for me, Justin. I didn't order out this week and enjoyed cooking and putting things together to eat because I kept it simple. Right. I love that idea. Same. Like that, the quinoa Instant Pot. If y'all don't have an Instant Pot, that is a lifesaver. So I put the quinoa in an Instant Pot, and you can, mushrooms, you just saute, the greens, you just saute very easily. It did not take long. I was like, and I could do this. I prefer to order out. And even though when I do order out, it's healthier items. Like I was sharing with Justin earlier, I don't know for sure what they cook with, what type of oils, because sunflower, safflower, those are not good for your system. So they're cheap, and that's what a lot of outside sources use. So I definitely noticed a difference. I feel lighter just because I've been cooking more at home. I was going to do a heart math demo because, part of this is your mindset around the foods, right? Jamie says, when switching to sea salt, you may want to consider adding an iodine supplement. Sea salt doesn't have iodine. It is not found in many foods. That's true. Thank you, Jamie. Part of being able to shift into new habits and things is your mindset around it, right? And I wanted to do a heart math demo just to show what your thoughts can do with your heart. And your head takes a lot of information from your heart, more so than your heart from your head. So let me get this plugged up. So when you're journaling, be very aware of how you're noting what you found about yourself. Like, I notice I don't drink enough water, how do you write it down. You write it down in a way that's more observatory and curious, or you write it in a way as a judgment. That's important. I have an earlobe somewhere. Okay. Let me pull up. If I can find my mouse. Let me find it. Okay. So this is going to show you coherence. So when it's green, that's high coherence. That means your heart is communicating beautifully, non-stressful messages to your brain and your body. If it's red, then it's not happy, for lack of scientific terms. So this is me. I'm going to start it. So what I'm going to do first is I'll just do a baseline. I'll just be neutral. I won't be thinking anything in particular. And you'll see what that looks like. Well, I try to be neutral. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, like, say I notice that I have a hard time and I keep eating sweets and I beat myself up. So the next, like, I'm already thinking, the next, yeah, that part. I didn't even get to the thoughts yet and it's already losing coherence. So I'm just going to beat myself up for, in my mind, this is just happening in my mind, beat myself up for eating sweets again. I got it, hold on. All right, let me think. Beat myself up. I'm trying. Okay. It'll help too if y'all think bad stuff of me. I'm having a hard time thinking bad. Okay. But as you could kind of tell it, like, it would dip down when I would say negative things. It would take a minute because I'm enjoying being with y'all, so it's kind of hard. But it's dipping. The blue is kind of a medium coherence, so it's not all the way dysregulated and it's not all the way regulated. I would have to just, like, be off the call, not listening to chill music and create it. But this is, I use this with clients when I can see people in person, so they can see, like, how their thoughts affect their system. But yeah, I can't get in the mode. It's challenging right now for me to get in a sour mode. But just know that it really does impact your body with the thoughts that you have. Oh, later, Jamie. Okay. When you first talked about eating sweets, red went up. Yeah, briefly. Yep. And what's funny about that, I hadn't even gotten into negative thinking per se. So that's the subconscious, what I feel unconsciously about sweets just in general. So yeah, that's funny. Y'all get the gist. So that's why it's so important when you notice something about yourself that you would like to shift, to not beat yourself up, because that really just feeds. That's like adding fire to fuel, or fuel to fire, right? It just makes your body respond in a stressful way. So it's just not worth it. And it's something that you cultivate. I was not a nice girl. Where is it attached? You're talking about the device that you attach it to your earlobe. It's monitoring. I think we have in our, just where the earring goes. I got a cough. So there is something that helps to conduct, that it can measure. I do have another device that you put on your wrist, and it measures a lot more. But this one just, you put on your earlobe to get the reading. I think it's the pulse. But yeah, because it does, my average heart rate at that point was 87. Yep, your heartbeat. I got a cough and don't want to cough in your ear. All right, let me drink some water. Try it without the music. I feel okay. So I know it's I'm not gonna lie, it's hard for me to, because I've been practicing so long on not being negative and bad talk, that it's really hard. It takes a minute for me to get down, because my higher self has been trained. Like if I feel myself sinking, my higher self is like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So it would take a while, and I'm just not gonna have y'all sit here watch me like so yeah, I will have to like sit and get in the mode, and then do the measurement, and I can share the graph, because you can print these out. I can share the graph at a later time. Yeah, it's the heart math, from the Heart Math Institute, and it's the practitioner one. Yep. So I just wanted to share like what that looks like, because it's measurable. You know how you totally want one? You can order one off their website. You would get. They do have. Let me see. They have. This one is the practitioner one, because it hooks onto the computer. But one that you can hook to your cell phone and use. They have an app, so you can measure your own. And I believe you can add me as a practitioner, and I can see your measurements. So they have their own app, and you can plug the device into your phone and take your own measurement. That's one of the apps, and this is one of the devices. This is a different device. One is Bluetooth enabled. I believe this one is Bluetooth enabled, so you don't even have to plug it into your phone. Yep. So it's definitely handy. Proven to reduce stress, improve health. And this is 30 plus years of research. Heart math. Yep. Math. Like numbers. And if you message me, I can send it to you, the link. Of course. I don't know about UK though, Helen. I'm sure they're all over the world at this point, but I'm not sure. I suspect that they would be, because they have global coherence. There's even an app for global coherence as well, so people can do globally. Yeah, it's a global app as well. You're welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know we briefly talked about sleep. This is wondering about international. Yeah, and Karen too. Yeah, you're international as well. I would believe that they do have available where you all are. Thank you for the hearts. So sleep, we kind of talked about sleep. I know Linda was like, because she was eating later, so her sleep was a little bit interrupted. How's everyone else doing with sleep since you've kind of shifted the way you've consumed, since you started the challenge? Have you noticed any differences? Good. Is it better than it was? It's better, and I got to bed earlier. I love it. I love this, Faith. It's only been 6 days. Shows you how powerful it is. Just a shift in foods, in water, in community. I still wake up early, which I don't mind. I love it. Good now, April. Yeah, that's good. As long as you're feeling rested. I know they say we need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but I'm like, if you are feeling rested after you wake up, however many hours of sleep that is, then that's your hours. For me, if I sleep, it tends to be like I wake up after 6.5 hours. That's without trying. Is that because my body wants to bring me to rest? I'm so curious about that. I wake up with more energy too. Yeah, okay. So you're going to bed earlier, not necessarily because it's because your body's like, yeah, let's go. Is that what's going on, Faith? It could be because you need more rest, that you've needed more rest. But now I'm good. I'm glad. I love that you're listening to your body. When you eat better, you can actually listen to your body more. It's telling you more clear messages. Like when you eat junk, it's scrambled messages that you're getting. Like I say, if you eat a lot of food and you don't drink a lot of water, your body's like, it sends you hunger signals, but it's really saying I'm thirsty. Because because back in the day when we used to live off the land, part of getting your water intake was eating the fruits and stuff off the land, right? So that's why you get these hunger signals even when you're dehydrated. So, but when you're eating more balanced, then you can actually trust the messages more that you're getting for your body. Even cravings, like you're eating more balanced diet and you crave chocolate, that's usually an indication that magnesium might be low in your system. Get some dark chocolate, that works. Let's see. Awake later at night, but sleep deeper when I do. No idea why. Oh, interesting. Sounds like you got more. You've got more energy, so you're able to stay up a little bit more, and your body's like, all right, time to go, and I'm going to get all of this yumminess until the next morning. It's so interesting to see like how your body responds once you're balancing through nutrition and other habits, right? I love it. Have y'all been, if anyone has gotten a journal, what other things have you noticed over the last 6 days? Yeah, food hits different in the evening now. Interesting. As in, how do you mean, Helen? It helps wind down, it gives you more energy. it's amazing how the body communicates so well when something is wrong, right. Just need to be in tune with what it's saying. Yeah, a lot of times we're like ready to fix the symptom that's showing up. Good now, Patricia. And instead of just like, what is this actual message behind this symptom first? Of course, if it's life or death, please fix that. But if it's not, it may be helpful to just ask, like, what is this pointing to exactly? More awake after dinner, not the usual post-dinner sleepiness. I love that, Helen. Yay! That's awesome. That's awesome. Good now, love. I do, just because sleep is a big thing, I did make a track on sleep. If y'all want to check it out, it talks about how, like, your brain, it never shuts down. And by that, I mean, during the day, it's processing stuff. At night, it's cleaning. That's when it takes its shower. That's what I call it. And it cleans out the sleep dirt. And so I talk about that in this track, about partly about the cleaning of it, but also it strengthens whatever you focused on earlier in the day. It strengthens those connections in your brain, and it prunes away anything that you didn't really pay attention to, which is also another reason it is so important to mind your thoughts and mind the way you speak to yourself, about a situation, because it's like, oh, this is where you want to be. Let's strengthen that, because that's what you paid the most attention to today. So if you're working on breaking any type of habit that is not supportive of your health, just remember, like, as soon as you catch yourself doing it, shift. That is the best way to start that change. But yeah, that was a fun track to put together. And just one other quick plug. If you want deeper, I do have a sleep retreat coming up in September. But we get to explore more about sleep and about your particular patterns, and how we can create a routine for you that you can use when you get back home after the retreat. But it's intended to be very restorative and just learning more about you. So I keep them small on purpose so I can give a lot of individual attention. This is April. I tried a 3-day water fast with Dr. Mindy Peltz this week. Have never fasted longer than 24 hours, and my body resisted at 65 hours. So I honored that. I learned about how my insulin resistance, as I tracked the ketones and glucose multiple times per day, helpful in killing my sugar cravings. That was cool. That I think I know Dr. Mindy. Did she write the Fast Like a Girl book? Is that her? And that could help with sugar cravings, because it could kind of reset some things. But I will say, sometimes the rebellious side of us is like, okay, now that I don't have to follow that, I get to go back to who I really am. So good now. Sarah says, hi, I missed the first few days. Are you using the 10-day? No, this is a 10-day. It's based off of Dr. Amen's 10-day brain boost cookbook. Well, kind of not based off, like, the cookbook is optional, but it just gave me the idea, like, how can we do like a quick challenge, 10 days. So basically we're focusing on foods that really support brain health, which of course ultimately supports your whole body. So that's what that is. And the replay of the kickoff day is on the tube of you. So if you search for my channel, you'll see it. Also, there's a link in my profile to my channel. It helped with my allergy. I can imagine. Yep, Fast Like a Girl. Yeah, I actually want to do that book on here live, because it's so empowering. Sorry, I need to step out. Blessings. Thank you, Debbie. No worries. Learning to burn fat versus sugar for energy is a process. It is. I don't do well with keto diets, so trying to keep it with carb cycling. Got you. Sarah says, wonderful. Yeah, April, there's a 12-week program that I do that actually helps you ease into using fat as energy as opposed to sugar. It's still not an easy program, but it helps reset and reshift everything. And it's done in a way that it's easy to stick with during that time of the program. And then afterwards, it's easy to kind of reintegrate back into your everyday life, and it gives you ideas of what you want to keep doing, what you don't want to keep doing, etc. Let's see. I think I'm just looking at my outlines, like, what else did I say I wanted to talk about? Yep, did that. Okay. Yeah, it's the one you did, Rhonda. Yep, lifestyle. It is. That's now that particular program, that 12-week program, is not a lifestyle. It is definitely a reset. It's not sustainable for a long time. 12 weeks is plenty. But it's definitely, like, if you've had a hard time with sugar cravings or any types of cravings or acne, it's almost, well, it's not quite an elimination diet, but it's close to it. But yeah, reset warning, yes. Rhonda, 120 pounds. Yep, Rhonda did amazing. I highly recommend that. Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, it's not easy, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. And it could be done at any time, right? So if you do the 12 weeks and you follow it for a couple years and you find yourself have creeped back to old unhelpful habits, then you can do it again. But cut sugar cravings, I love it. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. And you get more energy, better sleep. And you see how just in this 10 days you have a shift. Imagine the 12 weeks. That's good, Amelia. I will say, a lot of times, just read the ingredients. There's sugar in everything. Almost everything. There are some manufacturers that have gotten away from it, but there's like 99 names for sugars. So it's understanding that. I was talking about, yeah, cereal is a sugar. You did it for a year. I love it. I was talking about, like, packaging. The front of the packaging is marketing. Sometimes it'll look like they care about your health. It'll say vegan, it'll say sugar-free, and then you flip it around and read the ingredients list and you're like, seriously? They don't expect people to flip it around and read the ingredients list. They want to see the pretty packaging. They'll say a lot of things. Yep. This packaging is in a brown bag or it's in a green bag that indicates on a subconscious level that this is health and earthy and all of that. And then you flip it around and you read the list of 80 ingredients and you're like, why does this have 80 ingredients? I mean, I'm exaggerating with the number of ingredients, but some of them have a lot. Awesome. Distract us with the pretty colors. Yep. Ooh, it is. Yep, Amelie. I love it. I appreciate the fact that you're very intentional with your foods. That's important. Yeah, if you don't realize that there's sugar in so many things that we consume, then you're like, I'm eating healthier, I cut out all these things, and yet you have sugars more than you would. Like, if you were to take the sugars from a lot of the foods, breads, pastas, and all of that, and just extract the sugars, you'd have like a whole cup of sugar, and you're like, I would never put that much sugar in my body if I was knowingly, right? So reading the ingredients. Salad dressings, yes, yep. I will say Primal something. That is a pretty good brand. They don't, like, their ketchup doesn't even have sugar in it. Primal something. That's the only brand I really buy. Primal Kitchen. Excuse me. Thank you, Rhonda. Yep, Primal Kitchen. Yes, that is true, Amelie. We have less regulation, unfortunately, which is why we have to. It would get better like, I love how Eric Edmeades would say, vote with your dollar. Like, companies want to make money. They will make money as long as we keep buying. So if we stop buying the stuff that we know does not support our health, at some point they would have to stop making it because it would not bring in the profit they want. So buy more of the things that support your health mentally, emotionally, physically, and they will see that demand and they would focus their energy there. So, but we've gone through my outline, everything I wanted to cover today. Any questions? Any clearing need to be done? Any resistance around anything? Tracking glucose levels has been enlightening to see how my body responds. That is, I love that, April. I know, like, if you notice that what's not normal, even though the industry will have you believe it's normal, bloating is not normal, gas is not normal. I mean, it is, but it's not. Sleepy after eating is not normal. Like, those are your body telling, those are signs that something, your body's not in agreement with something you consumed. Thank you, Nicole, and everyone. Be well. You too, Faith. Thank you. Now, I will say sometimes cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and collards, if you weren't used to eating those initially, they could potentially cause some gas. But if you introduce them slowly, it's less likely to interfere with that. But any questions, thoughts, comments? Do I need to do any clearing? Brussels sprouts, yes. Yep, they will do. Thank you, Nicole, and everyone here. You're so welcome, Helen. And if you haven't joined the Stack of Sub, I do have a the link is in my profile, and you could join the chat. That's where we share what happens next time. On the closeout, Helen, on Wednesday. Check Nicole. Thank you. Yeah, we're closing out. It's just like the final check-in. Very similar to this, but just checking in, learning like what are you going to take forward, what are you going to leave behind, and stuff like that. Clear stuff, heaviness around the diet. Thank you, Amelie. Thank you, Emily. Thank you. I appreciate it. Clearing around eating a proper diet, one that supports you physically, mentally, emotionally. That's where we'll focus the energy this session. I know we did some on the first day around failure to follow through. That was something that came up for someone. Yeah. What kind of... So if it's peanuts, those are legumes, but I love pecans. Almonds? Yeah, I like almonds. I like sprouted almonds. All right. Well, if everyone feels complete for now, continue on, march on. Keep doing your brain good. And we'll check back in for the last time at the end of the challenge, which is this Wednesday. I think I have the card for it. So you can add it to your calendar easily. Party on, dude. Yeah, man. Gratitude, Nicole. You're welcome, Justin. I know this time may not be conducive for some overseas folks. It's 5 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. So, with that said, I bid you adieu, and I celebrate you. You're welcome, Yarita. Thank you. Thank you all for showing up for you. This was lovely. I'm glad, Karen Q. Thank you, thank you. May you all create the most amazing now moments. Until I see you next time, make each moment count. I celebrate you too, Rhonda. Thank you. Received, reciprocated. Love. Ciao for now. Be easy. Lettuce fam, you too. You're welcome, Patricia.